This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Independence Day here in the morning sprint. Destin Richards in studio with details on some local fireworks shows to help you celebrate the holiday. Sydney Charles in studio with the search for a motive in a mass shooting in Philadelphia overnight. But first, let's get to Mark Peterson with your 4th of July forecast.
All right, waking up and heading out in our first alert weather, no doubt you could maybe potentially smell some smoke, but we do have air quality that's in the good range, potentially bumping into the moderate, but really it could have been a lot worse, and it probably will stay fairly good for the next couple of days. 85 for our high today, 82 at Coeur d'Alene, St. Mary's 81, 93 into the Tri-Cities. If you're traveling, here's Spokane, Coeur d'Alene's the next 12 hours. We're going to see things really warm up to about 80 by noon. We're going to be into the mid-80s from 2 o'clock all the way probably until about 7. Then we slowly cool down near 70 by 10 o'clock.
All right, there are several changes to city services in Spokane due to the 4th of July holiday. City Hall, Municipal Court, all public libraries, and the city's 6 aquatic centers will be closed today. 311 and Development Service Center employees will not be available today. On-street parking downtown is free, though. Garbage and recycling pickup will be a day late this week. A local fire department is sending out another reminder that the use of any fireworks is illegal in most areas of Spokane County. Spokane Valley Fire Department now patrolling neighborhoods, saying the illegal use of fireworks can result in a $536 fine for each violation. Instead of buying and using fireworks, the department recommends you visit local fireworks shows instead.
Speaking of local fireworks shows, there are plenty of options for you and your family across the inland Northwest. The main fireworks show in Spokane has always been in Riverfront Park. The Spokane Symphony will be performing at 9 before the fireworks show begins at 10. There are also fireworks shows after the Spokane Indians game at Avista Stadium and in Liberty Lakes Pavilion Park. Fireworks can also be seen over Lake Coeur d'Alene tonight at dusk. If you were hoping to buy tickets for a cruise on the lake this 4th of July, tickets are sold out, but not to worry. Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises offers fireworks cruises every Monday night in July, which the company says is still a great summertime experience for families. For more information about fireworks shows in our area, see this story on KXLY.com.
Well, 4 News Now got a behind-the-scenes look at the setup process for Spokane's 4th of July fireworks show in Riverfront Park. This team has been setting up Spokane's fireworks for the last 10 years. On Monday, rows of mortar tubes were hammered into place and eventually filled with fireworks. Colors are listed on the side of each firework, and they're placed in a specific order that matches the sequence of that 20-minute show. You can read more about that setup process right now on KXLY.com.
Police in Philadelphia are searching for a motive in a shooting last night that left 5 people dead and 2 kids injured. Overnight, authorities taking a gunman into custody who they say opened fire on the streets of Philadelphia during a 4th of July gathering. Police say the shooting appears to be random. They say the gunman wore a bulletproof vest and carried an AR-type rifle, multiple magazines, a handgun, and a police scanner. The suspect is in custody, and he's been identified as a 40-year-old man. We do not know his name just yet, and coverage on the shooting will continue coming up next on Good Morning America.
A fast-moving wildfire in southwest Washington burned 10 homes and triggered immediate evacuations along the Columbia River Gorge. Some people there reminded of fires in the past as families make their way to safety. The fire is threatening 250 homes across the Columbia River from Hood River, Oregon. A woman was hit and killed by a car in Colbert over the weekend. It happened on North Division just south of East Handy Road. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says the driver tried to swerve out of the way once she noticed the woman. There were no streetlights where she was crossing. The Sheriff's Office says at this point in the investigation, they do not believe speed or driver impairment were factors in this crash. Business owners in downtown Spokane tell us they've lost business because of the city's drug problem. That's part of the reason why in early May, the city started enforcing a new drug ordinance, making the open use of drugs in public spaces a gross misdemeanor. 2 months in, Lieutenant Dan Waters of the Spokane Police Department says people on the streets now know the ordinance is being enforced. Lieutenant Waters believes in most cases taking drug users to jail is a better option than leaving them on the streets. We'll go deeper into what police are seeing on the streets these days and hear from some businesses downtown in my special report tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest. All right, we will get a final check of the weather for your 4th of July holiday with Mark Peterson next.